About 20 weeks into the pregnancy, Nyambura went to do an ultrasound at a clinic to find out the sex of their second-born child. Minutes after, she calls her husband to share the news that they are expecting a baby boy. How happy the family was. And when Nyambura's time came to deliver, everything went well, except that when she was told there is something odd about her son's genitalia, but it is nothing to worry about. And that was the beginning of Keane's medical journey.
I'm Peter Mainge, the father of 3 children. We say first one is a girl, second intersex child, and then the last born is a boy. I have a long journey for the last 9 years since my second born child was born. It's a long story that have changed my life, and it takes a lot of courage for me to speak what I'm speaking or what I'm saying today.
Nakumbuka nikiwa nimebeba mimba yake, tulikuwa tunafurahia sana juu nilifanywa scan. Mbona yangu aliniambia ni vizuri tujue nimebeba nini, na nilienda nikafanywa hiyo scan. Na I can remember very well, nilikuwa kwa matatu nikirudi kutoka clinic, nikamsms, nikamwambia imagine it's a boy.
So we were excited, and in our culture, when you have a boy, you are bold and you are man and all that.
Venye nilimzaa, venye nilienda kujifungua, mwenye alinisaidia ndio alinotice huyu mtoto hako sawa, na kaniambia nianze clinic. Lakini sikuwa na wasiwasi sana juu aliniambia sio kitu complicated, hata kama ni surgery ataenda ni minor surgery. Kwa hivyo hatukuwa tumechukua hiyo mzigo kama mzigo mzito, although hatukuwa tunajua yale iko mbele yetu.
In fact, it is my wife who asked the doctors. I find that the private part are ambiguous.
Kufuatilia clinic ile hospitali nilijifungulia, tukaona transfer tuende National Hospital. Juu huko tulienda ni kama wanadirisha. Lakini uzuri venye tulienda hiyo National Hospital walitusaidia sana. By the way, they did their best.
They said my child have what we call undecided testes. So we were to go for a surgery, and I was happy, still hoping my child would be undecided, would be sorted and all would be well. Until when my wife came out of theater, our child was not touched. In fact, no something except maybe a few things you could see the marks. And then I remember I was called in the afternoon to our National Hospital, and I was a bit scared because I knew by then my child was in theater. When I went, I found my wife had already fainted. And because I think that one of the doctors did not communicate well in terms of our status of our child. Alimwambia strange things, your child cannot maybe give birth and many other things. So she fainted. But by then when I arrived, there was a social worker. I will never forget this woman who called us and explained, doctors have found something very strange of our child. This is when, and I remember as a man, I felt down because the result came and they were saying my child has an ovary and testis conjoined together, which is an ovotestis. And on the left side, there is an ovary with hanging fallopian. And they put a name there, which even today I don't want to mention it because they said our child is hermaphrodite. But then doctors also said by then you see they had already gone for the first surgery. So the second time they said we need to do a further test for your child to know where it is. So we need to do what we call karyotype. The shocker was the figure that I was to spend by then, over 70,000. And Mercure was also told it cannot be done in Kenya. So we either go to Germany or South Africa. And that's when the shock and the cost started scaring me. So, but since then I was financially stable, we did all the tests. Shockingly, when now the result came, my wife went to take the result from South Africa. What they said, our child is also hermaphrodite, And the shocking things that today I don't like to remember that. They said our child is XX46. Meaning, for those who know science, it's not boy, we know it's XY. So my child, the way, and you know the name is a boy, we are bringing him as a boy. It's an XX46, which means our child is even a girl. It happened now, my son was to undergo the third operation because the second one now, because now they have the result. That's when they did what we call, because he had a condition we call penoscrotal hypospadia. The lower part or the private part had not fully developed. And penoscrotal is when the tip of urine is not where it's supposed to be. So they were to rectify it. And that is when it was done, the second operation. And then after a long process in our national hospital where we stayed for over 5 years, on and off, they said they will do the last operation. And then it was to await the expert in our country, Kenya, who had even to come with his own operation instrument and went to theater. And we were so excited, also saying, now things are coming to an end. But unfortunately, when our child came from theater, still nothing had been done. In fact, we had to ask the doctor, what's happening? We have taken so long, what should we do? And he said, I'm sorry, I can't handle, nobody can handle this case.
Na hiyo ndio kwanza ilianza our downfall. Tulikuwa na biashara na hizo test zilikuwa expensive, lakini hata hatukuwa tunataka kushare. Kwa hivyo tulikuwa tu tunagharamia sisi wenyewe mpaka biashara ikaanguka.
Through their referrals, we got the best hospital to handle the case, and they also confirmed this Boston Children's Hospital in the US. Now the challenge came, and because already I was a stable man in businesses, everything turned around. It hurts me, but I have courage that my son is surviving. But the energy to confront the story and the situation of my child made me from a businessman to a beggar, because we spent over 4 million going through all the hospital in Kenya. Kids are everywhere to find a way out for my child, until now when we were now referred to the Boston children.
Kama mama, huyu mtoto nakumbuka akienda kuingia theater, nilikuwa nalia sana. Nilikuwa nauliza Mungu maswali mingi sana. Why me?
I made sure I went to all government offices, and especially Ministry of Health, to big corporate asking for help. But unfortunately, we never got any to date. What happens is the situation of an intersex child is very complex. Number one, my child could not urinate like any other boys. So this is how stigmatized the family had been, including my child. I remember we became a nomad. We had to transfer my child from that school, because during the break time, the other boys could bully, could laugh at my child. So I took my child to a better school with a better standard, where now my child could urinate normally and all okay. Now the challenge came. You don't have enough finances to be able to sustain your family children. It's a life that scares you, because you think how you'll be able to go on with this child, with the situation he is. You don't know what is holding tomorrow. The condition now, the scaring part, can cause cancer or kidney failure. So every day, men, sometimes you don't cry outside. I always pray and ask, what's the future of my child?
10th April ako na appointment Boston. Na tunahitaji hizo pesa, bado hatujapata, but NHIF wametupatia 1 million guaranteed. Having visited all government offices, government institutions, looking for survival of my child, it has been a great challenge. Right now, my child needs a lot of money. We need him to survive and possibly to fulfill his dreams in life. It worries me. I don't have job. We are struggling and hawking, and we were stable in business just because of trying to confront this issue of intersex. So it reaches a point where even if you're a man, when you don't cry outside, you say anybody, a friend, whoever is willing,
or any institution can come up and help our child go to Boston Children's Hospital.
Kwa hivyo bado tuko na less, na tungeomba kama mzazi, ningeomba wenye wananisikiza kama mama, na kama Mungu amekubariki, please to support mtoto wetu aweze kwenda kutibiwa juu ni a very bright child.
This boy may survive, may survive so that the issue may not become a dangerous cancerous, or maybe the kidney failure. We pray that God will make a way and that we can raise the 10, I think we need 10 million Kenyan shillings so that the child can go on well, which that is about $100,000.
Now, Keane needs about 10 million Kenya shillings to undergo several surgeries at Boston Children's Hospital in the US to check for complications and help prevent kidney failure or cancer. This family needs your help and mine to enable Keane to get necessary medical attention. You can send your contributions via PAYBILL number 891300, account number 37195. PAYBILL number 891300, account number 37195. Let's help Keane.